What's up, guys? Boy Socrates Feliz coming at you with a driving video. First off, praise God. Someone asked me in a social bubble, how do you know if the girl is not interested? Alright. This is, from my experience, is a little different because there's some women who are interested, but they're acting non-interested. And how do I know? Is because I've seen them find me physically attractive. Oh, whoa, why is this so... Anyway, I've seen them play with their hair, stare at me, look down on the ground, couldn't keep eye contact, etc. But then at other moments, I see them get excited when I dress a certain way or when they giggle and laugh and they're just staring at me from distance. But they're acting very standoffish because I do look like a fuckboy the way I dress sometimes. That just means they know I can get women. And they see the competition, so they don't want to compete. They do, but they don't want to compete. And a lot of these books are teaching these women to be very, I don't know, like feminists, like play hard to get, etc. All these TikTok, I got the ick garbage. Now, if you're actually talking to her, having a conversation, how do you tell if she's interested or not? How does she move closer to you when you talk? Does she lean in? Is she nervous, confident? Do you get mixed signals? Because some girls will just flirt with you for the sake of flirting with you, but they're not really interested. I'll give you an example. One day I walked into the gym, and one of the employees was sitting there flirting with the guy. The guy was a little overweight, chubby, and she was flirting with him. And how do I know she was flirting with him? She was leaning in and she was fluttering her eyes and everything, and he was blushing, and she was just having fun. And then the moment I appeared, I said hello. She went, oh, hi. That's the difference in that reaction. She's interested in me, but she's playing it as I'm playing cool, calm, look at me. But the other guy is being jerked around, to be honest. She's just using him as a toy thing. Hold on, something feels weird. Take that back. But she was essentially jerking him around. Now, are you getting mixed signals? If you're getting mixed signals, I'm telling you right now, just walk away, cut your losses, and deal with somebody who is excited and happy to see you. Because a few instances I have seen and observed is when you're talking to somebody, let's say you're walking the hallway, you just have a conversation, or your classmates, are they a good distance from you? If they are a good distance from you and they feel guarded and put offish, then they're not interested in you. They're actually on guard because you're giving off very creepy, nasty vibes. They might speak to you and be cordial because they don't know if you get punched in the face. I seen this one guy talk to this one girl talking about the most random BS. Nothing. Garbage. And she was very off-putting. She had her arms crossed. She was, he tried like to invite her out, and she was like, no, blah, blah, blah. She like curved him. He was walking in a slouch, everything. Then another instance, this same guy walked up to a group of girls, at least. I guess they're classmates. And the way they were talking was just very dry. She was giving one-word replies. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that. You know, you could tell the energy she was not interested. She was actually being nice and cordial. And she didn't want to make him upset. But he hovered over her. He was close to her. She wanted none of part of that. The other friends were quiet, listening in. Now that's a good telltale sign in a group, is if the other friends are quiet and they're not trying to interact. I mean, they might give the girl some time by herself, but from my experience, if you do group chats in person or a group of girls, you can have a conversation with all of them. And eventually, one of them will take high interest and then mark her territory, and then the other ones would just pull back. They're like, all right, let me just watch and observe. Let me see her do her thing. Let's see how he interacts with girls, etc. But the other friends were just straight quiet. They were not doing anything. They did try to save her too. And eventually he left. He like overstayed, and then he left, walked away. And they laughed, chuckled for a little bit, and then they stopped because, you know, there's more people at Starbucks. They don't want to come off very rude, but damn well they were talking massive shit in their group chat or later on in life. So let's say you got her number. Now, I've done this by mistake. I actually did this recently. The beach volleyball girl, I joked on her story. She joked back. She hearted it. And then, I don't know, tonality in text message does not go through. So I made a joke, didn't really fall. She probably took it serious. And then I asked her, how's the tournament? I don't really know her like that. So that's me trying to build rapport. But she probably thinks I'm trying to hit. No, I was just curious. I was waiting for the next line so I could say my joke, or my banter, but it didn't work out. But yeah, she still follows, looks at my stories, etc. And I don't know her like that. So I should have just left it at that joke, the original, the heart, and left her on red and just call it a day. Anyways, digress. But her friend seemed interested, but she never followed me back on Instagram, which to me, that's not really interest, because if you're truly interested in me, I'm not chasing. You're not gonna make it hard for me. I'm not gonna be confused. You're gonna be actually interested in speaking to me and being excited and having fun. Because honestly, it's not energy based. You know when you're being jerked around. Why deal with it? You know, let's say you have her number. How are you texting her? Are you just getting straight to the point? You really want to know? Like I said before, no contact. No, you invite her out. You don't ask her, hey, if you can you do this? No, you make a statement. You actually go, I'm the leader. This is what we're gonna do. It's either you're with it or you're not with it. Now, you don't say it like that, but you say, hey, I'm going out to eat at my favorite place at this specific time. I want you to come. Or you can say, I'm going to be at my favorite place, getting ice cream at this specific time. Come through. Come through. You're telling her, come through. And if she says no, yes, flakes, does any BS, cut her off. Just walk away. Just walk away. Go on to the next. When you're in the ice cream shop, or you're at the bar, or you're at the restaurant, you can meet people. You can meet people. You can talk to people. You can speak to people. You can flirt with people. Now, I don't know how your energy is, etc. But you guys need to watch your thirst and your lust, because women can feel that. It's all energy based, honestly. And honestly, it comes down to how you start and how you finish. Because I definitely give off. I need to stop eating it. I definitely give off friendly vibes. But I know me. I know for a fact I can switch. I know for a fact I can switch to a seducing tone. The way I move, the way I speak, the way I move my hands. I know I can be charismatic. That's just me knowing me. And I just look at them without lust. Really. I just talk. So you have to figure out, alright, just analyze. For example, that text message or that DM I did, she probably thought I was trying to slide in her DM. No, I was just curious. But the way I came off was, well, we're not comfortable enough for me to speak like that. Like, who the fuck am I to her, right? She doesn't have to respond to me. Like, who am I to her to be asking that? You know what I'm saying? So look at it from their perspective. Someone asked me that, I'd be like, why would I even have to answer this? Like, who the fuck are you? Honestly, it makes you seem clingy. So you just analyze yourself, see how many times you send text messages, see how many times you beat around the bush, see how many times you honestly weren't being direct. But in a social bubble aspect, you definitely could let it marinate a bit. Let her become comfortable around you. Especially if you look like a certain type of player. But there's certain women who are just DTF. That's just what they're about. You just have to play your cards right and act on it. Say whatever you want to say. And don't care about the results. If she's giving you one word replies and dries replies, just don't even bother. She's trying to control you and change your outlook and certain aspects. Just don't even bother. Just don't even bother. There's only one girl. You'll be fine. Because women do get with, I don't want to say betas and stuff like that, but women do get with these guard dogs and simps, but they don't respect them. They walk over them. They could trample them. Me personally, I set my foot down. After you get 2 slides, I let you slide twice. You use that up in 1 minute, and I would be like, all right, I'm out. Deuces. Because my eyes have opened this last year. Is just telling you, work out, get your energy right, focus on yourself, and don't chase. And watch how everything just attracts to you. I'm telling you, just watch how everything attracts to you. And then when you're out and about, let's say you're ordering McDonald's, practice your seduction tones. Because I do. They open up the window. I'm like, hello, how are you? Very calm, smooth, and then they look at me, they're like, I'm good. I'm doing good. I like your hair like that. I'm like, damn. Go for the kill. It's on the eyes too. Oh, that's actually a very good prominent one. It's in the eyes also, because if she's she can stare at you the whole time. She's interested, but not in a way you might think. She's interested in your non-sexual attention. Or she's just comfortable around course she's interested. It's so many things, because I've seen certain women can't keep eye contact and they're interested, but then they start playing these games because the way I acted, to be honest. But then they'll chase me. Then there's certain women who, the moment they get my attention, their eyes just wide open, their pupils are dilated, everything. They're just ready. They're trying to hang on every single word I said. That's interest. If they remember your name, that's interest. They remember your presence, that's interest. Just after one appearance, they know your conversation, that's interest. They constantly think and wonder and are curious about you, that's interest. They're interested in you. You are a mystery that must be solved. But going back to the dating, just ask, literally tell her, hey, I'm gonna be here. Come through. Tell her specific time, specific date. And if the schedules doesn't match up, then she would actually try to reschedule. Now, it's up to you if you want to be jerked around or not, but no, you just have to put your foot down. You have to be a man. You have to be assertive and affirmative, and just stand on your own ground and be like, nah, I'm not letting this fly. You have a nice life. You hit me up when you're ready. Hit me up when you're ready to date. Don't say if. Hit me up when you're ready to date. Because it makes you seem submissive. You have to, this day and age, you have to be this man. You have to be assertive and be a leader. You have to understand that you are leading this person. That doesn't mean you're going to allow yourself to be walked over, because you're not exclusive. And she can be cut at any moment. At the most small disrespect. But of course, you set your boundaries. You do your talk. If she doesn't respect your boundaries, then fuck her. For example, I was talking to this one sorority girl. I'm just talking. I'm just messing with her. I'm using her as an experiment, because she's not my type. So I was doing voice notes, and she goes, why can't you just text? I'm like, I do what I want. And I sent her a voice note. I do what I want. You don't have to reply. A little toxic, but it's true. I don't give a fuck. Savage. And that's not me being me. That's just the truth. Some girls are will call you an asshole or sassy, but nah. Nah, it has nothing to do with sassy. They just want to control you. Don't ever let these women shame you. Don't ever let them humble you. Because out there's somebody for you. You just need to put your foot down. You need to stop being a bitch. And if you feel confused, just walk away. It's either she's going to come back or she's not. And if you ask her for a date, if she flaked and she goes to you and then she comes back, you tell her, are you ready for that date now? That's if you even want it. At that point, she showed you who she is. But you should be busy with your life, your own life. You shouldn't be worried about them. Honestly. Because regardless of what, guess what? They get a watch from the shadows.